Hey, Devin Dudley, the one entry that you lost in that round, well, it was the best losing package. Courtesy of Mosier Engineering, you will have a $250 certificate coming from them. So you got a Mosier certificate. Also with the Mosier certificate is Mike Nelson Jr. We have that up here for you. Asphalt Angels Racewear, Megan Lotz. Dave Dissinger, I think, is still working, and Corey Manuel still working, but we have certificates for them here. Racers, suit up. We're getting ready to pull you out. Racers, suit up. We are getting ready to pull you out right now. Racers, get dressed. Well, suit up. I hope you're dressed. I don't want to know if you're not dressed underneath the driver's suit. I don't want to know. Folks, if you're still in at this point, congratulations. Win or lose, you've got money coming. Here comes George Hoff and John Roach to start out this round. Hoff dialed in 713. Westminster, Maryland, the home base. The 66 Ford up against John Roach's 641 in the big Oldsmobile wagon. How about a six-pack? George Hoff in a groove. Jonathan Roach, 20 dead, 121 pack, no good. Best losing package in this round of top. Going to get a DragRaceSolutions.com $100 gift certificate for their efforts. Kevin Pollard, Corey Manuel, your next pair. Corey dialed in 490 to a 537 for Pollard. Gets the job done. Dead on with a 6-12 pack for Corey Manuel. Pollard bows out for the evening. Ernie Humes, Kent Sessoms, identical reaction times. To the finish line they go. Win light is going to go to Kent Sessoms. Ernie Humes, 10 and 10 thou over, not going to be good enough. Lance Howdy Shell and Robbie Hamilton, your next pair. Howdy Shell dialed 586 to 474. Howdy Shell and the Roadster, thousands difference between them. Hamilton to the finish line, gets there on time. Howdy Shell will park that hot rod for the weekend. Great bit of driving for him. Rick Huswaite, 470 dial in out of Stafford, Virginia. 577 for Trey Dalton. Low flying Camaro on the Summit side. And the big old red eye for Huswaite. Something going wrong there. Wind light going to go to Trey Dalton. Hayden Lucard and Tyler Ryan, your next pair. The Huswaite's dragster left us a little bit of a present. We are cleaning up real quick, and we'll be right back at round number 4 of top. Aiden Lucart and Tyler Ryan. Lucart out of Richmond down $4.99. $6.96 for Tyler Ryan. Lucard and Ryan apparently thinking we've got all night. Lucard trying to stay out. Dragster gets the job done. Aiden Lucard's evening is over, where Tyler Ryan continues on. Bubba Chuck and Jason Guthrie. And that. Jason's dialed in a 5'11", 0493 for Matt Edwards. Jason Guthrie will be back in the next round. Margin of victory, 8 thousandths of a second. Bubba Chuck, 8 and 12 thou over, not good enough. John Corbin and Sanders Woolfolk. Corbin's House of Pain Performance, Raider Campbell owned 68 Camaro. 570 dial in for Woolfolk and the C.O. Wright Roofing Comet. Boy, you can see his for the Comet. Win light is going to be 2,000 margin of victory. John Corbin playing the finish line game like a pro. There's a guy who was driving a dragster all weekend, and then he broke the dragster. He can drive a door car too, kids. Mark Cathell and Gabe Taylor, your next pair. Gabe's 494 dial in. It's just a dragster, the TNT racing machine. I think he bought they bought the chassis at Walmart. Foot brake doubles to 5 and 6. Foot brake doubles to 5 and 6. If you're still doubled in foot brake, and we know who you are, we need you to 5 and 6 at this time, please. Taylor and Cathell still in. 5,000 difference advantage. Gonna go to the dragster. Cathell gets there first by 17, needs to take 16 or less. The buy run, by the way, when we get to calling the rest of foot brake, will be John Binkle, but you guys are on a standby right now. John Binkle, 162F, sitting on the buy. But we are just waiting on our doubles currently in foot brake. We got 2 of you, and we need you down to lanes 5 and 6. You choose. Cameron Manuel and Derek Simpson, your next pair. Cameron, the 2012 Worthy chassis unit, down 477 to a 446 for Cameron. Red light for Derek Simpson. Cameron Manuel continues on. Breaking out by 5 now at the finish line. Donnie Quisenberry and Kyle Cotrera. Quisenberry dialed in, 466. A lot of X's in that number. Reiner, Virginia. Nothing like John Williams when he doubles and there's 5 X's. Cotrera, 478 on his winder. Jim Williams. But he gets beat. Breaks out by 3 thou. Took 13, needed to take 10 or less. Quisenberry pushes him out at the top end. Dead on with an 8. Kerry Long. Roxborough, North Carolina based dragster down 475. And Ryan Henry's Homer City, Pennsylvania based Camaro dialed in 557. And waiting on our other double for, yep, there he is. The rest of foot brake as Ryan Henry closes it down to 3/10,000ths of a second. Kerry Long, 22 dead 1 to be behind by .0003. Ryan Henry, the 4 light and the win light. Ugh. It's hard, kids. Brandon Collins. What? You're welcome. Jonathan Edwards on the Summit side, racing little truck. 643, 458 for Collins. I'm going to get in trouble for that one. Last call for the Hot Rod Grill. Oh, see, you just made it. Last call for the Hot Rod Grill. If you're hungry, you need to go now. Last call for the Hot Rod Grill. Edwards and Collins. Two down margin. Much of one, not enough of one. Collins gets around him at the top end. Margin of victory. 0.02 of a second.
On fresh stuff.
Tom Cartwright and Jeffrey Jones. Fight gonna go to Tom Cartwright. 634, 110 miles an hour. Jones peacing out for the night. Ed Talbert, 685 to dial in. To 459 for Jerry Brewer. So Ed Talbert up against Jerry Brewer. Talbert, the Maryland native, and the borrowed Malibu Mafia. Double vision machine. 685 dial in, 459 for Jerry Brewer. Again, we've called all a foot brake. Should be in the lanes or headed that way. All a foot brake in the lanes or headed that way. Game with a much slower vehicle, and he just goes dead on with a 6 just to make sure, and Ed Talbert bows out for the night. Michael Robbins and Booty Harris. Don't know how serious he is, guys. We've all had those days at the racetrack where it's a little frustrating. He has "for sale" suddenly written in the back window of that. It didn't say on sale. It said for sale. He's dialed in 645. R.M. Harrison Sons, Pat Busey Racing Engines, Boo. Going to be going against Michael Robbins, the Robbins Plumbing Cressman chassis dragster. Gonna go to Michael Robbins. 14 pack for Robbins. Takes care of the 30 pack of Booty Harris. And the price might have just went down. Jeff Serra and George Hoff. Serra dialed in a 466. Been on a 470 all night long. Some handful of strategy here. George purging the nitrous, dial to 712. And George turns it red. Jeff Serra gets 465 with a 3 on the 66. Got a pair and a bye left in top. I believe we are missing one foot breaker. You guys are getting ready to come out for round 4 in just a moment.
Top rolls.
Foot brake guys, suit up, get in your vehicles, get ready to go, because as soon as top has sent their last car down the track, you are going to go right behind them. So if you're not in your vehicle ready to go, you should be in foot brake. Manual in and set. So is Edwards. 6 to a 14. Comes up, win light gonna go to Bubba Chuck. Matt Edwards, 7-pack. Taking 1,000 at the finish line. Great drag race right there, folks. Jason Parker, you're by, and then we go into the next round, round number 4 of foot brake. And Parker moves on. Hey, Top, I know some of you guys just got back. I know some of you just ran. You guys are in round robin mode. Top, we need you back to 3 and 4. Hopefully Murph hears me. Top, we need you back to 3 and 4. We need you there now. Bobby Matera and Jonathan Martin. Boy, Bobby's had a heck of a weekend in the Calvert Kettercorn Opal. 565 dial-in. To the top end, win light going to go to Martin. 17 dead, 1. Matera breaks out by 9th out, to be behind by 3rd out, but he's still got one left. And now your next pair, Chris Dixon and Ron Boyce. 666 dial in for Dixon, 6 flat for Fred Flintstone. Boyce out of New Derry, Pennsylvania, looking to bump it in again. We need Super Pro back. Super Pro back to 3 and 4, guys. Bring it back to 3 and 4. And Ron Boyce turns it over. So Chris Dixon still holding on to 2 at this point. He's got to come back around again. Chris Morin and Dalton Williford, your next pair. Morin dialed in 599, 621 for Dalton. Again, we need Top back to 3 and 4. Top, we need you back to 3 and 4, please. Top, we need you back to 3 and 4. I know some of you just ran. We want to run another round, guys, and we need you to hustle up, please, and thank you. Chris Morin, dead 5 pack for Chris Morin. Jake Milstead, man, Dave Dissinger. Jay Norris and Devin Dudley. How about a 4 light to a 15? It's just mean out there right now. Win light will go to Devin Dudley. As something going wrong with Norris's car, and he slowed way down. Mike Ritchie and Harold Villa. Villa dialed in a 604 to the 685 for Mike Ritchie. And Ritchie, 002 red, and he's going to Harold Villa moving on to the next round. 609 on the 604. Nathan Sexton and Austin Welch. light going to come on for Nathan Sexton. 41 dead 7. Welch. It's beat. Ernie Humes. You did not win that last round, but you did win courtesy of the DragRaceSolutions.com, the coolest parts available. We have a certificate here for you. Tez Powell and Steve Cross Sr., your next pair. Cross turns it red. Win light going to go to Tez Powell. Alan Thatcher and Harry Hensley Jr., your next pair. The by car will be 104A, Michael Robbins in top, by the way. We are still waiting on as the win light going for Harry Hensley in the Pinto over Alan Thatcher. We are waiting for our doubles and our buy run to go out. So we got one more pair in the buy in foot brake. Top, we have called you back to the lanes, and you will be going out very shortly. Top, we've called you to lanes. You'll be going out shortly. Again, we have our last pair of foot brake and the buy run. Our foot brake final pair is getting into their vehicles and ready to go. So as soon as they've gone down the racetrack, we will turn with top. So if you're not in the lanes and you should be in top, you should get to the lanes very shortly. Guys, so if you're at the front of the lane, guys, in top, if you're in the front of the lanes at top, as the foot brake guys are pulling out, you see Chris Dixon and Bobby Matera about to pull out. When they pull out, you guys should be getting in your cars because we will be sending you down the racetrack. And thanks for the hustle, man. It's tough. We'd love to be able to think that we'd be able to finish tonight. We might not finish, but we are going to get as close as possible, and we want to it benefits you if you win to continue this evening by hustling up. Those of you who just won in foot brake, understand you're on short standby. As soon as we run our last two cars, we're going to be calling you back to the lanes as well. Bobby Matera and Chris Dixon, your final pair. Matera lost one of his in a really, really good race first time around. Chris Dixon trying to stay doubled. Eighth now, the margin at the starting line. Finish line comes up. Chris Dixon stays doubled. 1 thou margin of victory. John Binkle, your bye run in foot brake. We go right into the next round of top. Chris Dixon back. So again, foot brake kind of stand by. We need to get Chris Dixon back because he is still doubled. And foot brake, you will stay in 5 and 6. In perpetuity. No, if we stop, they just got to stay there till next August. So, Chris Dixon, don't know if you can hear me, and I know we're running you pretty hard, but if you could get back ASAP, we'd appreciate it. As Tom Cartwright going to be your number 5 up top. Robbie Hamilton and Kent Sessoms, your next pair. 523 dial in for Sessoms. Hamilton dialed at a 474. Kent Sessoms, 001 on the red side, and 1 thou breakout. Again, we do need Chris Dixon back to lanes 5 and 6, please. Chris Dixon back to lanes 5 and 6. Thank you. John Corbin and Donnie Quisenberry. Corbin dialed in a 555 to a 466 for Quisenberry. Corbin needs to get in. Ooh. Eight to an 18. Advantage. Gonna go over to the dragster. Corbin breaks out by 2 thou. Jeff, Sarah, and Trey Dalton, your next pair. Dalton. Yeah, and we do need Chris Dixon back to the lanes, please. Chris, need you back to the lanes. 8 to a 26. With the advantage and the win light to Jeff Sarah. Gabe Taylor and Jason Guthrie, you're next up. Cameron Manuel and Bubba Chuck. Again, we need Chris Dixon. Chris Dixon to 5 and 6, please. Chris Dixon. Sitting on the bye in foot brake will be Chris Morin when we do go to them. But again, we need Chris Dixon to the lanes immediately, please. You're still doubled. And you're up. There he is. We need the rest of foot brake to the lanes. The rest of foot brake. Win light going to go to Bubba Chuck over Cameron Manuel. Brandon Collins and George Hoff, your next pair. Once again, we need the rest of foot brake back to the lanes. Sitting on the bye is Chris Morin. Trip zip dead 5. Yep, 5 and 6, guys, 5 and 6. Good call, foot brake, 5 and 6, guys, 5 and 6. So Collins and Hoff. Once again, foot brake 5 and 6, please. Foot brake 5 and 6. Chris Morin sitting on the bye. You guys will need to turn kind of hard. Hoff gets in. Here comes Collins. Now the margin. Collins. George Hoff got a little bit too far behind, and Bam Bam will be your winner. Moving on. Jason Parker, Tyler Ryan, your next pair. Getting down to our last couple of cars. And Tyler Ryan going to be your winner. Jason Parker, 006, wrong side. Top, again, you are in round robin. You need to get right back to the lanes, Top. You are in round robin. We are going to make every effort to continue, Top. So if you win, make sure you're going back to the lanes. We got somebody down there already. Top, if you win, go right back to the lanes. Very good. A lot of Corey. As Jerry let go late. Hey, foot brake guys, get in your vehicles and get ready. You're coming out now. Foot brake guys, get in your vehicles, get ready. You will be coming out now. Again, we do need Top back to the lanes. 3 and 4, guys. Top back to 3 and 4, please. We're going to make every effort to run at least one more round, and we need you back there in a very timely manner in order to get that done. Top back to 3 and 4, please. Immediately. Foot brake guys, get in your cars, get ready to go. Jonathan Martin and Chris Dixon. And it's going to be Chris Dixon. Martin Dolan's on the outside. Dixon shuts her off. Dead on with a 1. Martin's so close. That'll be a frustrating one for him. John Binkle and Devin Dudley next up. Dudley's Mustang dialed in 660 out of Charlottesville, Virginia. Mickey Thompson Tires, Mountain Road Transmission. John Binkle out of Mount Joy, Pennsylvania, the Northeast Sportsman Nationals, and Beaver Springs Dreadway. Sponsored 1934 Roadster. On the brakes and getting the win light. 7th thou margin of victory. Binkle is dead on with an 8, but left 17th thou on the table at the starting line versus Dudley. That'll end his night. Devin Dudley continues. Dave Dissinger and Nathan Sexton. Nathan has run a ton of rounds in this car this weekend. Bradford, Virginia, 8:33 the dial in. Cheer for your guys, Slow Door Car Nation. 6:49 the dial in for Dave Dissinger. Sexton will knock the top bulb out. Right now, after a pretty good weekend, he is in trouble. The win light will go Dissinger. Actually, Dave left him some room. Nathan broke out by 4th thou, took 22, needed to take 18 or less. Next up, Tez Powell and Harry Hensley Jr. Again, we need top right back to the lanes. We should have 10 of you. We need you back, racers. Top, we need you back to the lanes. Should be 10 of you. Win light going to go to Tez. Harry Hensley Jr., excuse me, dead on with a 9 again, but unfortunately gave up a bit at the start line. We have one more pair in the bye to come. Once again, we do need the rest of top. We got 40% of you. Hey, Top, I'm going to tell you right now, we'd love to get you one more round in, but in order to have that happen, you need to get down to the lanes, get in your vehicles, and get ready, because we are up against it like we've been every night this weekend. So we are missing 4 cars, and those 4 cars darn well better be on their way to the lanes. Chris Moore and dead on, or 1 thou under. Final pair, Harold Villa and Chris Dixon. Can Chris Dixon stay doubled and end up with 2 portions? The Nova, Winlight gonna go to the Nova. Villa gets there first by 9 thou, but had to break out by 19 thou to accomplish it. Chris Dixon, the man. Yep. Folks, we are missing 3. We are missing 3. Down in the lanes right now in Top. Make sure we're missing 2. You're down there now in Top. You need to get in your vehicles and be ready to go.
The most powerful tool in your toolbox is the Summit Racing app. Get quick, easy access to Summit Racing 24/7. The Summit Racing mobile app offers one-touch shopping, so you get the parts you need fast. Build your shopping list, research parts, check your order status, and connect with us on social media, on your couch, in your garage, or at the track. Summit Racing's mobile app, available now for your Android or Apple device. The most powerful tool in your toolbox.
You got 3 hours of sleep, used a tire as your dinner table, and shredded your knuckles on a stubborn bolt. All for a weekend of glory. You supply the skill and sweat, count on us for the rest. Summit Racing Equipment, tools and parts to make your race car stronger, safer, and faster. The World Speed Shop, summitracing.com.
And if you're in the lane, if you're in this round of 10, I hope you're there. Just saying. Jeff Serra. Serra out of Pennsylvania dialed 466 to a 627 for Tom Cartwright. And right now, probably not going to happen. That's the truth. Win light going to go to Jeff Serra. He is your winner. Hey, if you're not here in top, you're late because we are halfway through the round. We have one car missing, I think, and that car needs to get there. And win light going to go to Hamilton. Hamilton closes it up. He was trip zip to 21 against Quisenberry. Yeah, closed it up to 1/1000th of a second. Michael Robbins, Bubba Chuck. Matt Edwards been having a pretty good night tonight, trying to hold off Robbins. Chuck, 23 dead 4 beats the 45 dead 7 for Robbins. Tyler Ryan and Bam Bam Collins, your next pair. Tyler Ryan and Bam Bam Collins. Let's just say these guys are a little careful. For the door car. Eighth down margin of victory at the top end. 698, 85 miles an hour. Corey Manuel and Jason Guthrie. Guthrie dialed in a 511 to a 491 for Corey. Seven to a 15. Right on the brake, and the brakes is getting the wind light. Corey Manuel, fantastic job. Folks, here's the deal. We are at 11 o'clock. We are again at our curfew. Mother Nature has beat us around a little bit this weekend, as well as some untimely oil downs and such. Folks, outstanding effort by the Virginia Motorsports Park crew. Outstanding effort by you, the drag racers. Our racers this weekend did a stellar job of getting back, especially tonight. We were turning you pretty hard at the end because we wanted to get to a spot. We are down to 6 cars in foot brake. We are down to 5 cars in top, and those individuals will split the remainders of their purse amongst themselves. So that will be it for the evening. We want to thank everybody who's made their way out to the Flat Out Gaskets Colonial Classic presented by Calvert Kettle Corn. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you for everybody here at the Abruzzi Transmissions and Converters Fat 5K finale. Thank you for everybody who's done everything this evening and this weekend to make what was a bit of a challenging weekend into a very successful weekend for the racers, for the track, and for us. We really appreciate, again, the support. So, folks, at this point, again, we will have those 6 racers. Our 6 foot brake racers that are remaining and our 5 top racers that are remaining. If you could please meet in Suite 101, and we will get you guys all taken care of. So we, again, really appreciate all the effort. It's been fantastic. And at this point, I'm going to let things happen. We got a lot of work to do here on our end. I got some banners to take down. Good night, everybody.
Racing is not a one-person sport. It's a team effort made up of friends, family, and Summit Racing equipment. We've got the track-proven parts and tools, plus unbeatable customer service and expert technical advice, along with same-day shipping. Summit Racing, your trusted teammate for all things race car. SummitRacing.com.
Cutting-edge technology, attention to detail, and rigorous testing under race conditions are the principles that make ATI Performance products great. For more than half a century, we've been helping racers like you reach the finish line first. Today, we manufacture a wide range of high-performance parts that are track-tested and race-proven. We're passionate about performance, and we want to make our passion your performance. Get the whole ATI Performance product story at ATIRacing.com.
Okie doke. That's a wrap, folks. Hit against the curfew. We knew this would probably happen when we had 3¼ hours of driblet delay, weather delay. Okay. Anyway, we were down to 5 in top and 6 in foot brake. So I'm sure they did a split, and that was the end of it. I'm going to go through my final commercials here, say your goodbyes to one another, and we'll see you in West Lebanon next week, okay? Bye.